Hello students, this is Seema Gangrade and I welcome you all to this class today. Today we will start our first lecture of grammar. Okay, I am going to give you some sentences. Pause the video and read the sentences carefully. Find the mistakes if you can. You should write the correct one. I hope you all are prepared with your notebook and pen. So let's have a look. She do not tell a lie. He play cricket. They goes to cinema yesterday. Did you called me? She were eating food. Pause the video, take some time and solve these sentences. If you find any mistakes in the sentences, write it there. You can pause the video and take your time. I think you have solved it and wrote the correct one in your notebook. Okay, I just want to tell you that if you would like to speak English correctly or to write it correctly, you should be aware about the tense. Because the form of verbs will be changed accordingly and tenses are the very important part of grammar. So let's begin with our first lecture with tenses. What is tense? How many types of tenses? How to recognize the particular types of tenses with easy tricks and formulas. So what is a tense actually? It is a word which shows the time of action done. Tenses have basically three types: present, past and future. But every tense have its four parts: indefinite, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. Let's have a look of this chart. Look at this chart carefully. Here we have three tenses: present, past and future. And every tense have its four parts: indefinite, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. See the first column. What are the indication of present indefinite tense? In Hindi, we can see at the last of the word, ending of the verb is ending with ta, hai, ti hai and te hai. With interrogative and negative sentences, does we should use with third person singular, he, she, it and name of the person or any singular pronoun like boy, girl, child, woman, etc. And do we should use with I, you and any of the plural subject. So the formula of present indefinite will be subject plus V1, S or ES with the verb and object. Later when we learn about the present indefinite tense, I will explain you how you should apply S or ES with the verb and where you have to apply it. Along with the negative sentences, we have to add not, does not or do not after subject. So formula will be subject plus do not or does not plus first form of the verb plus object. In past indefinite tense, the indication of past indefinite tense in Hindi, we could say at the last we can see aya or tha, the, thi. Okay. And the formula of past indefinite tense is subject plus second form of the verb plus object. In future indefinite, it is very simple. Indication of future indefinite in Hindi is ga, ge, gi. And the formula is subject plus will or shall plus first form of the verb plus object. See the continuous tense, present continuous tense. What are the indications of present continuous tense in Hindi? The verb ends with raha hai, rahi hai, rahe hai in Hindi. And the formula will be subject plus is, am or are plus fourth form of the verb like we plus ing plus object. So is we used with third person singular subjects, am we use with I and are we use with plural subjects. See what are the indications of past continuous tense. In Hindi, it will be like raha tha, rahi the, rahe the. And the formula will be subject plus was or were plus V1 plus ing plus object. Was we use with singular subjects and were we use with plural subjects. Let's see the future continuous tense indications. Raha, rahi, rahe, होंगे, रहा होगा, रही होगी, रहे होंगे. These are the indications in Hindi of future continuous tense, and formula will be subject plus will be or shall be plus V1 plus ing plus object. Children, later I will explain you each tense separately. Before that, I would like to acquaintance you about the verbs what you have to apply when you follow these tenses. So this chart will be very helpful for you. Let's see the perfect tense. What are the indications of present perfect tense in Hindi? In Hindi we would say, we can see चुका है, चुका लिया है, चुका ली है या चुका लिए हैं, इस तरह से. कर चुका है, कर चुके हैं, इस तरह से. And formula will be subject plus has or have plus third form of the verb plus object. Has verb we use with singular subjects and have we use with the plural subjects. In past perfect tense, the indications in Hindi are चुका था, कर चुका था, कर चुके थे. And the formula will be subject plus had plus third form of the verb. Had verb we use with singular and plural both the subjects. See future perfect tense. Indications are चुका लिया होगा, चुका लिए होंगे या कर चुके होंगे, इस तरह से. And formula will be subject plus will have or shall have plus third form of the verb. See, the last one is perfect continuous tense. It is very important and you have to be very careful when you apply this tense. See, what are the indications of present perfect tense in Hindi? कर रहे हैं, कर रहा है, कर रही है के साथ में समय के साथ से के लिए since or for. So the formula will be subject plus has or have plus been plus V1 plus ing plus since or for plus object. I will explain you where you have to apply since and where you have to apply for when I explain you present perfect continuous tense. Let's have a look of past perfect continuous tense. What are the indications in Hindi? कर रहा था, कर रहे थे, कर रही थी के साथ में समय के साथ से के लिए since or for again. And the formula will be subject plus had been plus V1 plus ing plus since or for plus object. Let's have a look of future perfect continuous tense. The indications of future perfect continuous tense in Hindi are like रहा होगा, रही होगी, रहे होंगे. And the same for time we should write like since or for or from. So formula will be subject plus will have been or shall have been plus V1 plus ing plus since or from or for plus object. So students, these all are the verbs of all the tenses. With the small chart I just tried to explain you, and we will continue with present indefinite tense. Before, I would like to give you the answers of all those sentences which I give you in beginning. Okay, so first sentence as I gave you, she do not tell a lie, and the correct one of this is she does not tell a lie. Second one is he play cricket. So correct one will be he plays cricket. As I taught you, with singular third person singular subject we have to apply s or es with the verb. Third sentence is they goes to cinema yesterday. Along with the plural subjects we should not add with the verbs s or es. So correct verb will be like go. But in this sentence we have the object like yesterday. In the predicate we have yesterday. So we should write the verb, second form of the verb went. They went to cinema yesterday. Fourth sentence was did you called me. So according to rule, along with did we should write the first form of the verb. So correct sentence is did you call me. Fifth one is she were eating food. So correct one will be she was eating food. Because with singular subjects third person we should write singular verb like was in past indefinite tense, sorry, past continuous tense. So these all are the correct sentences. Match your answers with this. I think many of you have wrote it correctly. Okay, after having a short description of all the tenses with the help of chart, let's begin with the present indefinite tense. As I told you the indications of present indefinite tense are in Hindi ta hai, ti hai, te hai. And the rule is with third person singular subjects like name of a person or he, she, it, or any singular pronoun like boy, girl, child, etc. we should apply s or es with the verb, first form of the verb. And with the subjects I, you, or any of the plural subjects, we should not apply s or es with verb. Another thing is, if for applying the s or es with verb, we have to keep in mind if the verb ends with the letter o, sh, ch or x, so we should add es, otherwise add s. And with the another rule, if the verb ending with the letter y and there is a vowel letter before it, remain the y as it is and add s with verb. For example, buy, buy. Buy is a verb, means kharidna. See, here is a verb ending with the letter y and there is a vowel letter before it, so we should add as with it. And with the singular subjects, we will write it like buys. He buys fruits. But if the verb end with y and there is a consonant letter before it, so remove y and add I in place of it and add es, like try, cry. So what will be changed in it? Tries, cries. She tries her best. Child cries loudly. So let's have a look of present indefinite tense sentences. Formula, as I earlier told you, subject plus V1 plus S or ES plus object. She sings a song. Ram plays cricket. Child cries badly. I write a letter. See, in the beginning, these three sentences, we have the subject she, Ram and child. These are the third person singular subjects. So along with all these, we add s with the verbs. And with I, you and plural subjects, no need to add s or es with the verb. I write a letter. You go to market. He goes to market. She buys a pen. We buy some sweets. They tell a lie. He tells a lie. So students, for making negative sentences with I, you and plural subjects, use the verb do not, and third person singular he, she, it, we should write the verb does not plus first form of the verb. No need to add s or es with the verb. Okay, so formula will be like subject plus do not or does not plus first form of the verb plus object. She does not tell a lie. You do not work hard. Ram does not study at home. We do not go to school. So these all are the negative types of sentences. Let's see how to make interrogative of present indefinite tense. Apply do or does in the beginning, and the formula will be subject plus do or does plus subject plus first form of the verb plus object. For example, do you study? Does she sing a song? Does he go to school? Do we play? Okay students, that's all in this video. I am giving you some exercises. Pause the video and solve it. We will discuss the answers in next lecture. Till then, keep practicing.